Salutations everyone, and welcome to another episode of Rising Tide of Sins campaign created by myself, based on the world of Faerûn created by Wizards of the Coast. I'm Jane and I'm running this game for my friends. We call ourselves Tale Wardens. I'm also a professional game master, and if you're interested in playing with me, you can find me through the link in the description. You can see there the games that I'm currently running, or you can request a custom game. And without any further delay, my friends, let's jump to the session. Welcome back everyone, Rising Tide of Sins. Last we left off, you returned to the Scarlet Vise, and as the fireworks were shot in the harbor of Velen, you left the city and its festive atmosphere behind, as the night was upon you. Before you departed, the gnome lady Lola asked for the final time to get a chance to join your crew, but since you were not convinced that she would be the right person to join, she was left in Velen. She offered to join you later if you changed your mind. During the night, on your way to the island with the altar of Maglubiet, you were attacked by hobgoblin ship. First, the hobgoblins tried to sink you, but they eventually chose to try to flee. You didn't give up so easily, and you are chasing them currently. And as we return to Foundry, it is their turn. They have at this point 6 morale points left, and they're going to start by what's the situation with their... I think that they're going to take the... First of all, yeah, the Bugbear is going to make an insight check, trying to understand what would be the best way to destroy your ship, essentially. So they're directing fire. Yeah.
Nice.
Here we go.
Good start.
Yeah. So no. No idea what would be the best way to penetrate your ship's defenses. The Hobgoblin Marine, on the other hand, is going to take the sleight of hand check for the weapon preparation. They are putting their best effort to their weapons and trying to make sure that they deal as much damage as possible. The total is 20, so that falls under the D10 category. I am not going to make any changes to that. I'm going to save the morale points for the attack roll sequence, so D10 is what we're using for their attacks. And with that, we actually come now to the attack roll sequence. So with the updated rules, they're going to make 3 attack rolls against your ship. Your AC is currently 16. So the first attack roll. Yeah, that hits. Second attack roll also hits. And the third one also hits. So, since they didn't get to improve the amount of damage die, it is the base amount, which is 6. So 6d10 3 times, essentially. So 18 d10. Let's see if the math breaks immediately. That is 85 points of damage. As you can see, the rounds deal more damage, which is also intentional so that the combat moves a little bit quicker forward. So 3, 8, 3, 80, 85. That brings your ship to 298. The Hobgoblin pillage ship launches its cannons, and the barrage of cannon fire penetrates the side of Scarlet Vice. There's nasty ruptures in the side of your ship, and they go to the movement actions then. Since you guys have a high chase score compared to their flee score, they are indeed going to choose to fight for their lives, and the Hobgoblin Marines that are on the ship are starting to move the sails in a way that they are in a battle stance, sort of like starting to circle you and trying to improve their AC. They're climbing the sails with their acrobatic skill. 18. Now I still have 6 morale points not expended, so I think that's gonna improve. Yeah, okay. Even if I burn all of them, I won't be able to improve it more than by 6, which means that their AC is improved by 6. Now that their turn is over, let's look at the damage thresholds and make sure that the ACs are correct as we go to the next turn. Can someone check your ship's damage, or sorry, HP threshold, and tell me how much you take penalty to the AC?
We are less than 80%, but more than 60%, so.
All right. So that
Reduced by 1.
Yeah, that reduces your AC by 1, and theirs is
Less than 60%, more than 40.
very good. So their AC is eventually improved only by 4, because -2 penalty to their AC. Their base AC would be 17, so 17 plus 4. Their AC is going to be 21 for the round. And yours, since you didn't improve your AC, but you improved your chase score for this round, your AC is going to be 15. Very well. At the beginning of the round, you might want to take a look at the support actions and think if you want to taunt or recuperate. Those are the 2 supporting actions that you can take before the round really starts. In the meanwhile, I'll be rolling the morale points and the initiatives for both ships.
And do we roll Constitution saving throws?
Yes. That. Again. Thank you, Tatu. I always forget that.
Since these rounds now do more damage, like by default, do we still keep the same Constitution saving throw HP things going on as before?
I adjusted them, and they are now with a different interval. So yeah, it's taken into account. How much did you guys take damage?
85.
85, yeah. So go ahead and everyone make a Constitution saving throw. I'll roll for Randall and also for our Paladin. Yeah, they're going to curse me after this. Fucking fuck. Oh, actually Randall's score is pretty good. It looked like the dice was very bad, but that's all actually pretty good. So let's see. You guys took 85. So that means that it's the lowest tier that you're taking damage. I might already have to revise that. I'm realizing that it's difficult to deal the highest. But yeah, I'm just gonna make a note for myself. Save. Anyway. Elowen, you rolled 12. That means that you take 4d6 points of damage. You can roll the damage for yourself, 4d6. And Eligos, same. And also Rivet,
Lovely.
same. Fabio also the same, and Randall $44. So Randall 13 points of damage, and Fabio 46. 12. Very good. Now that you have taken damage, and Eligos, you are essentially bleeding. Fabio's also halfway down his hit points. Others, you're still looking relatively fresh. Do you want to take recuperate actions for this round?
I think we should, since they're gonna go first.
I can do that or the fix if we want to do that on our turn.
Yeah, who has the best stealth medicine or animal handling? Hello, and what did your... So I have pretty shite.
Well, my +3 is my best for stealth. The others are +2.
Randall's stealth is +5.
Oh, okay.
And
well, maybe Randall.
What is his medicine? That's only +0, which is the same for Fabio.
Yeah, maybe Randall should do the recuperate thing with the +5.
Very good. I'll walk you through the stealth option in the recuperate because this one you haven't taken before. The first option, find cover for the PCs for incoming enemy attacks. All the PCs have the incoming damage for the next turn reduced as shown below. So it doesn't actually give you hit points back, but if you take damage during this round, then your damage taken is either halved, or if you roll better, your con save DC is lowered, or if you roll even better, then you get an advantage for your con saves at the end of this round. So it doesn't give you hit points back, but it can reduce significantly the damage that you take.
Well, I guess it's all the same. Same, really, then.
All right. So, are we doing that?
Fine by me.
Very well. I'll roll for stealth.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, my rolls. I don't know what it is with you guys. I roll like shit. With customers, all good, but since you're not paying, so I roll like shit. Let's see what can we do. What can we do? That is below the lowest threshold here. You would have to spend at least 3, 11, 12, sorry, 4 points in order to gain anything out of this.
And what would that be?
Your damage for the PCs, not for the ship, for the PCs is halved.
Well, what do you guys think? Do we burn 4? We only have 10, but it might take me down otherwise, so...
Yeah, and you are dealing out damage, basically.
Yeah.
And you can inspire still during this round to try to get more morale points if you want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we'll burn the 4 to get the damage halved.
Yeah, I agree.
Very good. That leaves you with 6 morale points at this point. As you can see, their morale is 20. If you want to taunt them to try to reduce their morale, that is also a thing that you can do before their turn starts.
Well, do we want to taunt them with Fabio, and then we would still have Rivette?
For inspiring speech.
I was thinking more either fixing or doing weapon preparation or direct fire, and then Elowen can do also either direct fire or weapon preparation.
Yeah, I think I'll go with the fix. So Fabio can do the taunt. And let's hope that those morale points is enough for us.
Very good. I'll roll for the intimidation. His bonus is +6 for that. He rises once. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
He rises once again to the deck to taunt the other ship.
Janne is not rolling us for anymore.
Yeah, no, I'm not rolling for anyone. You're going to be rolling also the enemy attacks from this point onward. God damn. Okay. But to this check, you also get +1. Sorry, it's for the inspire. Sorry for giving you false hope. Oh my god. Okay, I'm so demoralized by this that I can't even think straight anymore. Okay. You need to spend at least 2 points to reduce their morale in any way. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, well, if we burn 2 morale points, we reduce theirs by 6. I don't know. Bill only leave us with 4, so.
And they still have like 16 after that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I say we should save the rest.
Very good.
Yeah, let's do
Because
that.
this 20 is almost same as 16. So.
Fabio
Yeah.
goes to taunt the other ship, but an incoming cannonball destroys the part of the deck where he is about to climb, and he collapses to the deck of the ship without really performing much. And that brings us to their turn. First of all, the bugbear is going to taunt you guys with the idea to bring your morale points down. Wow! Wow! Yeah. Well,
Finally, some.
I'm going to now spend some morale points in order to make it count somehow. So, 11, 12. So yeah, 4 morale points in order to make it count. That leaves them with 16 and reduces your morale to 0. And then the Hobgoblin Marine is going to make a perception check, helming their ship. I can't believe this.
Well, good news at least.
Can someone record my dice rolls? It's insane. Okay, so if I use 2 morale points, then at least I gain 1 advantage or 1 disadvantage. Yeah, let's do that. So 2 morale points brings their morale to 14, and they gain 1 advantage for their next attack. Which brings us to the attack sequence. They are going to make, again, 3 attack rolls. And one of them is with advantage. I'll say that the next one is with advantage. This one, the first one would hit. The second one also hits. And the third one, 15,
Come on.
also hits. All right. Very good, very good. Then this time they didn't improve their weapons in any way. They didn't use direct fire or weapon preparation, which means that the damage for each hit is 66. So 18d6. take 66 points of damage from their cannon fire. 298 minus 66. You are now with 232 points. Yeah, I actually like this, that it reduces your AC instead of reducing your attacks, because now it would already affect the amount of, you know, how much you deal damage during this turn, but now the AC reduction only starts playing a role at the beginning of the next turn, because now they can't do anything to you anymore anyway. So yeah, this is pretty good. All right, and their final thing to do is to try to improve their AC for the next turn. Again, the Marines are doing their best. It's actually pretty good. I still have a ton of morale points left, so I'm going to spend them all to improve their AC. So 17 plus 2, I get 6. So yeah, I'm gonna burn everything that remains to improve their AC by 9 for the next turn. And that ends their turn, finally bringing it to you guys. And already Fabio and Randall have done their thing, so now Rivet, Eligos, and Elowen, it's up to you what's gonna happen.
Yeah. So we did burn some of these morale points to get this cover, right? So player damage is halved.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I should do that fix.
All right, you go ahead and start fixing the ship with the help of Box and Maluk. Go ahead and roll athletics or survival. And if you have the carpenter's tools or woodcarver's tools, that also gives +1.
Nice. So that is
3 + 1, 18.
18.
Did you have the carpenters or whatever
I don't.
tools? Oh right. Damn it.
Okay, so it's 18 then. That gives you 30 points back to your ship. So that brings us to 262. All right, what's happening next? Elowen, Eligos.
I'm doing the attacks. Elowen, do you want to do either direct fire or weapon preparation, whichever is better for your bonuses? You.
Or, now, remember what the helm action does now. If you take the helm, you can give yourself advantages for the attack rolls, which can also be useful.
Yeah, they're really all just bettering our attacks, so I think any of them would do.
Well, I think I'll try to do the helm since my kill rolls for the others kind of suck. So.
Yeah. What are you using for helm, by the way? Perception?
Perception, yeah, that's +5 for me.
Ah, okay.
And you get
Good.
+1 from Ebony to that as well, so that's good. All right, go ahead and roll.
Yeah, and I have cartographer's tools, so.
So
Nice,
plus
all right.
2.
Yeah, that also gives you a plus there. So 16 total. Okay, that gives you 1 advantage for the attacks. Alrighty then. Eligos.
Well, I'll throw a normal one. See how we start. Just hits.
Just hits, nice.
And I'll do the advantage one.
Oh my god.
Are you kidding me?
Oh no.
That's
How?
impossible. That's impossible.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay. God
Oh,
dang.
for fuck's sake. This really isn't, like, suddenly this battle is kind of not going well for us.
Yeah. Very good.
Fantastic.
So one of them hits, and since you also didn't use anything to improve your weapons, it is going to be 6d6 of damage.
Fantastic.
25. Very good. So that brings their ship to 188 hit points. And as we are coming to the end of the round and you have taken some damage, I need you guys to make Constitution saving throws, and I'm gonna make for Randall. And...
I'm actually here, so no need.
Oh, all right. This roll was for Fabio then. So he rolled 3. As I have
Fabio?
As I have rolled.
Fabio here?
Fabio.
Samuel is in there.
Yes,
Discord.
I am here, but I am on Discord. So if you would like to roll for me.
I rolled, and as usual, I rolled less than 5.
No, it is impossible. No. Fabio wouldn't roll that bad.
Yeah, I know.
Are you kidding me with these rolls? Jesus.
Everybody's just frustrated and hating the game. Should we just end the session?
Look at the fun we have.
Yeah. Oh my god. So, roll 3 plus 5, that is total of 8. Total of 8 for Fabio. Okay, that is at least not the lowest possible option. You can consult the table on the left yourself and start rolling for the damage for yourself. So it's every time 4d something, because your proficiency bonus is 3 at this point. So Fabio, you also take 4d6 points of damage. And do not faint, because remember that thanks to Randall, the damage is halved.
Yeah, well, that would have killed me, so...
How does it look like for Fabio? Is it still alive?
Yes, you have still 21 hit points remaining at this point.
Ah,
No worries.
no problem.
Wait. How does the chart work? I'm dumb.
Yeah. So your ship took less than 100 points of damage, so it's the first column. And then you look at your Constitution saving throw number. You rolled 5, so you would be here. And then you look on the right side how much you take damage. Yeah, sorry, it's not the most simple table ever. Needs a little bit of explaining, but yeah. So 48 damage.
That's halved.
And that's halved.
And that is halved.
Yes.
Yeah. So
and
it's
rounded
8.
down.
Oh, it's rounded down. Damn it.
Yeah, you
Well,
always, unless otherwise mentioned, you round the incoming damage down. Has everybody been able to solve the damage that they took this round?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yes.
Then we're going to fix the AC for this round. So please look at the table and see, do we need to reduce your AC furthermore? How does it need to be fixed?
It is less than 60, more than 40.
So 2.
All right. Your AC normally would be 16, so for this round it is 14. That is already a significant difference, as their AC for the round is going to be 24. On this round, there's going to be a hazard happening. So let's roll for that, for the heck of it. Who wants to give me a D12?
Randall.
Very good. So, as your ship takes damage, a piece of the mast falls down and incapacitates Ebony for this round. So another one of you has to take the role of the captain for this round. And I'll roll for their ship a hazard. Okay, a massive wave comes and moves their ship out of the range of the weapons. So their ship can't take weapon actions, and you can't attack them during this round. At the end of the round, their ship is going to move back to their place. So even though Ebony is going to be incapacitated during this round, this gives you the possibility also to try to fix and recuperate. Take anything except the weapon actions during this round. Can be beneficial. So,
Well, who wants to take the... Well, since I won't be doing any attacking, I can take the initiative action, I guess.
all right, that's going to be...
Or does... I mean, my initiative is pretty shitty, but...
It's charisma check.
Charisma. Well, that's not just
Maybe
great
Fabio.
charisma. Yeah, maybe Fabio can do that, actually.
I have -1.
I
So.
can raise the ship up if somebody wants to roll.
Come again? I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, I can do the charisma check.
Very good. Fabio
Riz.
takes the role of the captain for this round and helms the ship. Wow, it actually looked like it's going to be natural 1, but you rolled 16 as total, so that's very, very good. Brings your morale points also to 16, gives you plenty to use for this round. Theirs is 5. Before any other actions, do you guys want to take recuperate actions or taunt actions?
No need to use taunt, but recuperate we should do. But should we do it so that we get some healing? That would.
Yeah. I have +2 on medicine. But I would like to also fix our ship.
Does anyone have either +2 or better in medicine? I have only +0. So.
I have +2 as well.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe Elowen can do the healing,
And
if she wants to.
If you don't have anything better in your mind what to do, you can give her advantage by helping.
Just a sec. What do we want to do? I mean, Rivette is fixing. I don't really have a job right now, so... Well, maybe I can assist Elowen.
Fair enough.
And maybe 1 movement action.
Oh, right, yeah, the movement. But Randall can probably...
do that, yeah.
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 Fair enough. So, Elowen, go ahead and roll medicine with advantage. God
Right.
damn.
Wow.
Oh no.
This
First
page...
it was natural 1, and then it's...
Yeah. The page is like cursed. Every time we come to the ship combat, there are no decent rolls.
We can use morale points.
Yeah,
we have 16.
We have to burn quite a lot to do that, but...
I think it's worth it.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, we should. I'm just gonna check how... What do we... Where's the...
Yeah, so...
HP recovery. So we would get, at 13 to 18, we would get 4 plus 1d8.
No, 4d8.
4d8 with 12. And we would have to get to 19 to get 4d10s, so maybe we'll just burn the, let's see, 7. We have to burn our
8.
7 morale points.
You need
no,
8.
8. Damn it. Yeah, 8 morale points to get to that, so I guess we do that.
It's fine, yeah.
That leaves you with 8 morale points. You can, of course, try to roll for more morale points as well. It's up to you, but regardless, you can now give yourself HP back. So 4d8. I'll roll for Fabio.
Merci beaucoup.
with the help of Elowen and Eligos, you guys are able to patch up some of your own wounds, and you are back in business. Who goes next?
I think me. Continue on fixing the ship.
All right.
Me and the box. Working hard.
Good job.
So +1, 18.
18. Nice. So what are we looking then? That is 30, unless you want to burn 1 HP and give yourself 40.
Yeah, 1 moral point. Yes. Let's
Very
burn
good.
that.
So that takes your morale down to 7 and gives you 40 hit points back. That means 302 for your ship.
So that improves our AC back on the next round. And now, Randall, if you do the movement to get even better
Yeah.
AC.
Yeah, and we can burn the rest of the morale for that because we're getting destroyed by their AC.
What is the thing for
movement
my
actions?
action? Yeah.
It's either acrobatics or nature, whichever is better for you.
Believe it or not, it's acrobatics.
Well, I have to believe then. But tell me, you guys, you are remaining in the combat anyway. I take that this is the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
We ain't quitting now.
So what's the total? 15.
15.
Plus from Vera and Mangal +1, so that is 16.
And we can burn the rest
Did it have
of the morale
some
points.
tool proficiency things?
Yes, it does. It has weaver's tools
Probably.
or cobbler's tools.
No glass blowers.
No,
Tools.
unfortunately.
Damn it. All right.
So 16 total. And if you wanted to
plus
improve
7.
that, you can use, so +7. What is 16 plus 7? 23.
23.
Okay, that gives you +6 to your AC for the next round. Nice. And with that, your round comes to an end. They can't do anything. The massive wave moves their ship momentarily away, and for the next 30 seconds they are going to as well do their best to help their own ship, first of all by performing fix. That's really good. And by burning 1 morale point, they regained 50 hit points. So leaves them with 4 morale points, and they are at 238. And what else to do? They don't need to recuperate. There isn't much that they can actually do, so that means that they're just going to be improving their AC and doing that with advantage. Another crew member is helping there, so. $14 plus the remaining 4 points. That brings it to 18, the total of the roll, and that means. Okay, it only improves their AC by 3 in that case. Plus 3. And at the end of the round, the wave moves their ship back to your, like, close enough for you guys to use weapons against each other, and also Ebony is no longer incapacitated. She wakes up. And we're going to go to the next round. You didn't take any damage naturally during this round, so you don't have to roll Constitution saving throws. Instead, you can start plotting if you want to use any recuperate actions or taunt actions.
And we get 1 AC back because of these fixes. The threshold
Yes.
is now over 60.
Good point. Let's go through the AC before we go to the round. Again, 5. Well.
Thankfully, because Ebony isn't doing great job either.
Yeah, it's true.
Maybe Fabio should take the lead.
Yeah. You are captain no longer.
Look at me, I am the captain now.
Yeah, you have the hat.
Yeah. Look at me. I am the captain.
We'll do the Jack Sparrow thing, and we'll give Ebony a rowing boat and a gun with 1 bullet, and leave her.
Yeah. Sea turtles, mate.
The AC for this round is going to be 18. They are a bit easier target for this round, and your AC, did someone already calculate it?
21, I think.
Yeah, 21.
Very good. And you are a bit more difficult target for this round. Beautiful. So, any recuperate or taunt actions for this round?
I say we focus on damage now.
Yeah.
Make this count, and no taunts. Their morale is only 5. We don't need to recuperate. I say everyone does something to help with the damage.
So direct fire and helm.
Direct fire, helm, and weapon preparation.
Yeah.
They do take the taunt action, and the bugbears are howling from their ship to yours. And it's 22 that I rolled. So that would be 8 morale points less. If I burn 4 more morale points, then it reduces yours by 10, which I'm going to do.
Ah, damn it. Well, now we have to think, do we want to do Inspire first? So if we want to get the maximum damage, then we need morale, probably. So if Fabio would do Inspire, then we would get more morale, and then do the rest of the weapon things.
Yeah.
Sure.
So Fabio's going to go and try to inspire the crew. Is that the case? Do you agree with this, Fabio?
Yes.
Yes, you do.
Oui, oui.
Oui, oui. It's either performance or religion check. And for you, performance is +3. That is pretty good. Even your religion isn't that bad. It's +2, but we'll go with the performance. Now, pray to God that I finally roll decently for you. I'm so ashamed to do this. You get +1 from Omri and Elton, who are helping you in this task. Nice!
Yes.
You roll 21 +1.
Bravissimo.
So that's 22. That would give you 9 morale points back. Yeah. That brings your morale to 10. That's a decent pool for this round.
So a question now comes to, do we want to do the movement, guys, for the next round's AC?
I think full damage.
Okay.
For this round.
Yeah.
I don't disagree.
Full
Let's
damage.
go.
Yes.
So yeah, Randall and Rivet and Elowen, if you can figure out who does what.
I think Randall should do the weapon preparation with his salt, and glassblower's tools gives +1 also. So
That's true. And Elowen should do the helm.
So direct fire for me.
Yes.
Alrighty. Shall we go first? Direct fire.
Yes.
Okay, it's laid of hand or history.
Direct fire. Or
Oh no, I'm at weapon preparation. My bad.
yes. No worries. You are old man.
Yes, I forget these things.
I actually changed those, so it might also be still haunting your
Must
mind.
be that. Yeah, must be that. Also, has this always been black? This background on the notes. Kind of
Yeah,
hard
I
to
noticed the same. Yeah, I noticed the same thing. It's font is black and the background is black, so it's a bit.
Where?
On
The
the
notes.
notes.
In the notes, yeah.
Action rules.
Let me see. It shouldn't be. I mean, I see it black on white background. But okay, I'll make a note of that, so I'll check with the other computer how it looks for the player.
Yeah.
So
It might
direct.
take the looks. Yeah, I'll do the direct fire.
Yep.
In investigation check. Trying to figure out the weak spots on the ship.
Let's go.
Fuck, I was on the wrong.
Nice.
Nice. Bravissimo.
Direct fire 21. That would increase your damage die amount to 10. Do you want to furthermore improve that? It's actually 22 because Lenny and no. Again, I'm mistaken.
21.
Yeah.
So I need to use 5 to have 2 more dice. Maybe not.
Maybe not, yeah. Let's leave it to. We don't know how Elowen and Randall's throws are gonna. That was such a good roll anyway, so.
Yeah. All right. Let's go with that. So that means yeah, you remember that you have now 10D. I can actually mark it here to look different. Damage, yeah, like that.
Which one did Rivet do? What did you do?
Direct fire. So you do the weapon preparation.
Yeah.
You have glassblower's tools that gives +1 and.
Yeah.
Go ahead. right, all right.
I will use my inspiration points.
All right. Okay. Let's do that. Give yourself advantage for that.
Oh yeah, it works like that, right?
Or roll again. Either one. Nice. Okay.
Nice. There we go.
21 plus 1 from your glassblower's tools, correct?
Yes.
So then it is D10. 10d10 10d10 for this round's damage. And now if Elowen is able to give you guys advantages for this round, it's going to be hopefully very good. So Elowen, you can go ahead and start rolling. Yeah.
Hey.
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah, you can burn inspirations as well. To
Yeah,
26.
You get from Ebony +1, so that's 24, and from your own tool proficiency, another +1, so it brings it to 25, and only by burning 1 morale points, you get it to the maximum 26.
Oh yeah.
And
this is gonna do something.
Now you can decide, and you have to decide before we move forward. Are you going to give yourselves 3 advantages, or are you going to give also disadvantages to the enemy ship? You have 3 to assign, either advantages for yourself or disadvantages. You can just give yourself like 2 advantages and then 1 disadvantage, whichever way you want.
3 advantages. The crew has spoken.
Yeah, I vote the same, actually. Even though I would like to disagree, but I won't.
But I won't.
Like I said.
Do that. Yeah, okay. So 3 advantages, like Randall spoke for the crew. Eligos, go ahead and make them suffer.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah, that is a affirmative hit.
Nice.
Yes.
Likewise.
There we go.
Yeah.
And all of your attacks hit. Now you can roll 30d10.
Come on, 300 damage. Ah, come on.
151 points of damage. Let me see. So they had 238 points and 151 points of damage. Okay, guys, together, give me a rundown what's happening during this round, because it's looking pretty brutal.
So maybe from Rivet point of view, Rivet does some investigation, and based on his knowledge, he's pointing out the weak spots on the ship to the Eligos and shows where to shoot.
From Eligos's point of view, he's still kind of reeling from the damage he took and bleeding from his nose, and very, very pissed off. He starts swinging around with magic to get all the cannons to the place and screaming for the crew to fire, and very, very frantic.
Yeah, I kiss and pet the cannons so they are well prepared for the action. So yeah.
And LON, what do you do?
I have the map in my hand, and I'm giving some tactical advice to Ebony.
Very well. She does her best to helm the ship in a way that you guys find it easier to shoot the cannons. Fabio, how do you inspire the crew?
Yeah. Once again, I try to climb to the mast, like with the ladder, and shout some inspiring thoughts. But I can throw like acrobatics check if that's just for the fun of it. If my grip holds while I climb up.
Sure. So you rolled the total of 15, not the worst.
All right, so I guess I can get down safely.
Yeah, absolutely. And with your inspiring words, the crew has been able to perform magnificent this round, dealing more than 150 points of damage to the enemy ship, which is now starting to look very bad at this point. It's still going to perform its round, but it's starting to look like it can't hold many more rounds like this. First of all, the Bugbear troops, actually, yeah, I remember now that they were taunting, so yeah, the Bugbear is unable to really do much. And this isn't exactly their forte. The Hobgoblin Marines aren't the best ones to fix, so what I'm gonna say is that they're going to instead do the weapon preparation and sort of frantically try to prepare the weapons one more time to do as much damage as possible. They roll the lowest possible number, meaning that they get D8 for this round. And that actually they are going to forego their movement actions for this round. They're not going to concentrate on improving their AC, but instead the other Hobgoblin Marine is going to do their best to try to direct fire, and using their insight they try to find the best place to shoot. 14. So that is 8. Meaning that they have 8d8 for this round. And that brings us to their attack sequence. So your AC 21. First one hits, second one does not hit, and the third one also does not hit. Only one attack deals damage, and it is 8d8. $32 points of damage against your ship. 302, 32. So 270. Your current hit points. And that is going to end their turn. At the end of the round, I need you guys to roll the Constitution saving throws. And after the con saves, we are going to go and take a break.
Not a single Constitution saving throw that goes above 10.
Yeah. Since you took again less than 100 points of damage, we're going to look at the column on the left, and you can roll the damage for yourselves according to what you rolled. Fabio, you take 9 points of damage.
I'm once again at death's door.
Oh. You are rolling good on damage to yourself and the enemy.
Yeah, clearly.
Crazy. Okay. As we have resolved the incoming damage for the round and we're ready to move to the next round, let's take a break here and we will be back as soon as possible. All right?
Okay.
All right, everyone, we are back, continuing with the ship combat. I already took the liberty to roll the morale points and the initiative for the round, meaning that you guys are going first. Again, you have 17 morale and your initiative is also 17. Their morale for the round is 6. So they are significantly behind you when it comes to morale points. And we also adjusted the AC already. Yours is 14. And so is theirs. Now, do you want to take recuperate or taunt actions for this round?
I say we finish this on this round, so even though I have 3 HP left, but I'm confident that we'll finish it this time, so I vote for no recuperation at the very least, and I would say that taunt is also useless.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, oui.
Oh, oui.
Very good. So no taunt, no recuperate. You go first. So who's going to start? And if you wanted to take over their ship, this is also now we're closing to that time that you have to make that decision if you're not planning on sinking their ship.
Eligos is screaming, "Sink the fucking thing! No mercy!"
What about the loot?
Fuck the loot!
Right.
I want to see that ship burn!
Aye, me too.
All right, so who's going first?
Load the cannons. I will prepare the weapons.
Go ahead.
Fuck me in the ass.
No,
Randall wants to loot.
With pleasure.
It would cost you seven morale points to improve it at all.
Let's go. Let's
I
just,
shall do it. Let's do it.
Very
let's
good.
get it done.
Brings your morale to 10, but you do receive the benefits of preparing your weapons. Sorry, since you had the glassblower's tools, it's actually only 6 points that you have to spend, and that will give you D8 for this round.
Nice.
So give you 1 morale point back.
I think we can, if everyone agrees, I think we can keep Fabio as a kind of a reserve to maybe use Inspire if it looks like before we attack. Or even before someone, if we manage to burn all these morale points before, then Fabio can use the Inspire since we don't need any movement, so.
Should he inspire us now or? Because it's inspire or helping with the rolls.
That's true. Well, Fabio, what do you think? Fabio is muted.
No, I mean, I can inspire. Yeah. For sure.
Inspire he shall. With another performance check, he goes to inspire the crew. That is 15 with the help of others. And let me actually check. Yes, I completely forgot last round that he has also the brewer's supplies, which gives another +1. So that would be 16 then total. And 16.
Yeah, and if we burn 3, we get 9. So should we do that?
Burn 3. It's basically the same.
Morale.
Yeah, the interval.
Yeah, but I mean,
3.
If we are not burning, we have the 3 left and the 6, that is 9, and if we burn 3, we get 9. So basically the same.
Yeah, nothing to win there. So.
Oh, yeah, right. True. True. Math.
Drinks on me when we sail to port. If you sink that ship, of course.
Brings your
So
morale
yes.
to 17.
So I'll do the direct fire again.
Let's go.
I always forgot these rules. It was investigation.
Insight or investigation? God damn. Well,
but I can use my tactical mind because this roll failed.
Yeah, and this is not a hard fail when it's a skill check, so you can still try to improve it also, even if it's a nat 1. But yeah. So, nice. That brings the roll to 11, and you have plenty of morale points to use if you want to improve it.
Yeah, let me check. How much I should use?
Well, 19 is the threshold.
I used 8 morale points for that.
Yeah, go ahead, use 8 morale points for that.
Okay, so damage dice amount is 10.
Nice.
Very good. 10d8 for this round, and is Elowen going to be helming the ship once again?
Yes.
Very good. Let's go.
Nice.
Ooh, wow. That is amazing.
That's the maximum with the Ebony's help.
Yeah, that's correct.
Nice.
You don't have to burn any points, and it's either 3. Yeah, you get to decide how you want to divide those? Is it going to be 3 advantages again, or are you going to impose also disadvantages?
3 advantage.
Absolutely.
There we go.
Based on the Rivet investigation, Rivet just said to Elikos that if you just hit the ship, it will work.
That's good advice. I'll do just that. And Eligos starts magicking around.
Yeah,
Hit.
that is a hit.
That is
Also,
a hit. And for the final
also
coup
a
de
hit.
grace.
Going to be brutal.
Fantastic. So that is 30d8.
That's correct.
Let it be finished.
Let's make this ugly.
Yes!
Oh yeah. So that's going to be enough to bring their HP to 0, and that means that their ship starts sinking. They can't do anything during this round, so as you launch the barrage of cannon fire with your direct fire and weapon preparation, helming the ship, inspiring the crew, making sure that everything is done as well as possible, completely disregarding your own defenses. It's a full-on offense, and with that you rip the ship's side apart and it starts sinking. The hobgoblins are in absolute terror, realizing that this is it. Titanic is going down. And some of them are jumping from the deck, and it will take... Wow, yeah, you guys destroyed it so badly that it starts sinking really quickly. It's gonna be like 60 seconds and it'll be under the surface. The screams of the enemies echo, and they do their best to try to cling on to anything to try to float. You actually do see their captain also jumping into the water and swimming frantically to one of the barrels that is floating there and clinging onto it. He seems to be just hoping that he could somehow survive this. His crew is lost.
At this point, I see the captain swimming, and I toss it. I tie a rope to one of the cannons, and I toss it down, and I yell to him that, "Here, a rope! Quickly now! I can save you!" Does he? Does he come around?
Yeah, I'd say that he is so concerned of his own skin that he actually does take the rope and
at the same time, I have started to load the cannon, and when he gets up to the cannon, I'm gonna launch the cannon to his face.
Oh my god.
And I'm laughing maniacally.
So the guy, he thought already that there was mercy in this world and that somehow he was, he lost his ship, he lost everything, but okay, at least I get to keep my life. And as he's climbing up, the cannon door opens and there's a loaded barrel in his face, and there's that sudden realization that the fuse is burning just before his life ends. His headless body falls back into the sea,
Erikos, are you alright?
Oh, better than I have been in a while. I'm bleeding all over. My mouth is bleeding, my ears are bleeding.
I
But
can heal
having,
anyone who needs healing.
I'm having a really good time. Oh boy. What a knee slapper that one.
Very well. As you guys watch the enemy ship burn and sink in the night, I remind you that it is night at this time. The situation becomes more calm, and you feel yourselves tired. Your sleep was interrupted, and because of all the strain that you went through during this fight, you're gonna have to start your long rest again. Hopefully, it won't be interrupted again. Anything you want to do before going for the rest?
Yeah, maybe I'll go to Fabio, and once the adrenaline and the amusement from the last thing that I did wears off, I kind of start feeling the not so good physical condition I am in, and Fabio, a friend, if you could, I don't think I'm gonna get any sleep in this condition. I think I might have something broken physically, not
Worry
mentally.
not. Worry not, friends. And I heal Eligos.
Alrighty. Let me see
Thank you kindly.
what you have in your... You have full 30 points in your lay on hands pool if you want to use it on him, or do you save some for someone else?
I use 15 points.
15, gotcha.
Oh,
And
much better. Good job, everyone. That was quite a fight. Felt like it lasted for days.
Yeah, it was rough. But we made it. Good job.
Good job indeed. Maybe now we can get a night's rest. Finally.
Box, who doesn't need sleep, he's already with his rocket pack flying around Scarlet Vice and doing his best fixing the thing. And Ebony, who has given a lot for this combat to compensate the small ship crew with her magic from her tattoos, she says, "Well, it looks like we have survived once more. I'm going to go and rest. There's not much left in me. Maluk, take the wheel. Take us to the island. I'm expended." And she returns to her room.
think I'm gonna get a little drink of rum to calm my nerves and hit the hay.
All right. If that's all for the rest of the night, you guys return to your sleeping quarters. And even though there's now holes in the hull and some water inside of the ship, you find yourselves able to fall asleep, probably because of the day has been so tiring altogether. And with that, you begin your rest. You can give yourselves a long rest. The day is relatively far when you wake up. And Fabio, in the morning, you receive a sending spell. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Perfect. So you receive a sending spell from Lola, the gnome who wanted to come and start adventuring with you, but you guys said that it might not be the best idea to work together at this point. And I'm just going to paraphrase it instead of fully speaking it. She tells you that early in the morning, Velen was attacked by a hobgoblin ship. Burbu, the blasphemous himself, came to raid the place, and they were not very well prepared for it, but better than last time. The hobgoblins didn't manage to capture many people, but this was a more precise attack this time. The leader of Velen, Mela Suavi, she was captured and taken by Burbu himself.
All right. Mm. So Velen is being attacked. Oh my god. All right. I mean, if I'm with the group, I'll let everyone know.
Oh. By the gods. You leave the place for what? Less than 24 hours? That's what happens.
It's possible to answer the sending spell, right?
Yes, it is.
Or I'll just ask if she knows where the hobgoblins were going.
She has no idea.
Right. Well, What do you guys
Well-
think? That went all the shit.
Well, I mean, the hobgoblin leader was headed for the island that we're supposed to meet him.
Skaug.
Skaug, yeah. So maybe he's still headed there. Maybe he just wanted a leverage or something. To use against us.
That means that they are behind us right now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If
The
we would
meeting
double
was-
back, we could meet them on the seas. Fabio could ask if there was a big armada or just a few. Or one ship or
I
something.
think
like
my
that.
only question was that I already used.
Oh.
I remind you that
Well, I mean-
Omri is able to cast
Oh yeah.
sending, but it does cost you 50 gold pieces if you want to do that.
I mean, so let's. Well, the facts. They were raided again, which Valen's finest weren't able to deflect again. People were captured again. And now. Yeah, well, I mean, if they got the leader, that's bad. But. I mean, we're running out of days. If we wanted to. Now we know that they are behind us. So I think it's
Yeah.
kind of dilemma
They're
whether
close.
to destroy or attack once, because now we know they can't get there in time.
No, they can. We were heading to the shrine first to destroy that, and then
Yeah,
headed to Skaug.
yeah,
So
but
that
like wasn't
meeting wasn't supposed to happen in, I think,
no,
some
yeah,
time yet.
exactly. But wasn't our plan to tell them to meet there, and then they supposedly went there first, and then we were supposed to destroy the shrine, and then like wasn't it a play against them?
Well, yeah, technically, but nothing's saying that they wouldn't get to Skaug before us, since we're going to a different island first. So during the time that we're there, if they're still going to go to Skaug during that time that we're at the Shrine Island, they're gonna head to Skaug and be there before us. If we're basically believing that they're still planning to go there, which is of course not certain, but that is what we agreed with the goblin leader.
Fabio, did the little weird gay man who called you say that it was Burgle who took that?
Yes.
Okay.
She did.
We could go lay an ambush on Skaug beforehand if we want to do that, or just leave the
They-
whole thing.
Probably know where we are because that ship we destroyed is probably part of their fleet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which day is it today? I'm looking at the calendar. Is it the one with the red X or?
Yeah, that's correct. So
Yeah, so that means 1, 2, 3, 4. There's still 5 days to the meeting that we planned.
So we
So it's
should
almost-
have time to destroy the shrine and then.
Yeah,
Right?
but personally, I don't think that this changes all that much.
Yeah.
We go to the Shrine Island like we were planning to destroy it.
Yeah.
Then head to Skaug, and either we'll be there before them, or they're, which is fine. Then we can lay an ambush, or they're
Yeah.
gonna be before us, and that is what we originally thought, that they're probably gonna be there before us. So that also changes nothing. So the only thing that to me this changes is the fact that they have a leverage use against us, which is the leader of Velen.
Yeah.
I assume that is their plan. That's probably why they went to kidnap her in the first place.
Yeah.
And I'm interested, like, who told them that we are at Velen?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I mean, they might have spies there.
It's the fucking thing in the down. It's the fucking goblin. I knew it. Let's kill him.
Not.
Yeah,
Decapitate,
not the fucking
Nasty.
What was this? Nasty.
Nasty.
Shit. Yeah.
No one touches the nasty.
I say he walks the board. It's time.
Oh, we have no
Chelsea.
proof. We have no proof that it would have been him, and
Well,
how
who
would
else?
he have? He was on the ship.
He used
Of course, they will
his
have some
goblin
spies in
match.
Velen.
Well,
They have spies in Velen, and they threw such a big party that everybody would have heard about them across the 7 seas.
we should torture Nasty just in case if he knows.
Just in case.
What is it with
I mean-
you?
What is it with?
I mean, it. Hey,
Maybe it's
I
the
kind of
gnome.
agree with Eligos. It doesn't. Do you mean Lola?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we have no
something
idea
weird
if
about him.
she's actually even saying the truth.
Telling the truth, exactly. I was thinking that if we're gonna use a sending, we should send a sending to someone else we met in the town. Get a
We might send a
verification.
sending to the leader,
Yeah,
Mela.
I was thinking the same.
That is a good point.
And if we
That
are
is
able
indeed
to
a good-
scry, we can. Well, I don't know if we can scry, but we can just Omni can send a sending, use a sending spell to message Mela, and like Eligos says, it doesn't really change anything. Yeah, sure, they have the leverage that I don't know, they will kill the leader, but like would we put
Oh,
our
no.
arms down? Oh no. Anyway.
Oh no, she had so many years still left in her
Okay.
decrepit old body.
Oh, but like, of course we want to save her. She's our friend. Of course we will save her. But
I'm
like,
joking.
but I agree. It doesn't really change it. I think that we might get the upper hand if we destroy the shrine. Oh, okay, not the upper hand, but it will
Well, I
maybe
think
make
actually
them angry and they will make
Yeah.
mistakes and so on.
exactly, and we don't know how. Like the last time we saw a shrine like that, it was actually empowering the goblins. So
Yeah.
who knows? We don't know how far that blessing goes. If we don't destroy the shrine, they might have the blessing of Maglubiet, even on Skaug.
So as much as I would like to rush towards saving Mela, I think we stick to the plan. Destroy the shrine and then attack the hobgoblins and save Mela.
I agree. Absolutely. But we should still use the sending.
Yes.
Contact Mela. We can
And I
still
don't-
get a
To be honest,
general.
I don't trust the little gnome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
There
not
was
sure about
something
her.
fishy.
Yeah, she might be on the up and up, but I don't perfectly trust her. And it's good to get a verification, and with the verification we can also ask, I don't know, there's
And hey, she
not too much
seemed,
we can ask, but let's ask her.
yeah, but I mean, she seemed
where
like
are they?
she really, if she was like telling the truth, she did seem like she would have wanted to join us and really liked us, almost idolized us. So if she's now telling the truth, then maybe we can use her as our little agent, trying to like help us from Velen. I don't know.
That's true.
It sounds
Yeah,
like you are
true.
falling for the classical honeypot situation here, Fabio.
No.
Yep.
No.
What if we just send a message and then talk more?
Yeah, let's
Send the message
sending
to the
Mela.
later.
yeah. Can she answer if she is in some kind of distress or like being watched?
Well, if I think
She can.
as long as she's conscious, I think she can answer. She doesn't need even a voice to answer. It's a mental thing, I think. So even if
I
she's
don't know
bound
about
to
this
gag.
magic, so. Yeah.
I know you're a simple sorcerer.
Yeah. We'll see about that if you keep that going. Fuck.
I'm joking around.
Yeah, I know. Me too. Okay.
So, get the priest.
Look for Omri in the morning. He says, "Good morning. Were you able to rest? I know that we
Well,
had to make some noise fixing the ship, but it's looking better now."
Well, I was downright unconscious, I would say. It was a long day.
Aye.
We have a favor to ask. Need to sending to the Velen's leader. She might have been captured by the hobgoblins not too long after we left. We'd like to verify that and get as much out of her as we can. So if you'd be willing to help us, your sending magic, be appreciated.
That won't be a problem. I trust you have the materials that I require.
Yes, we do. So guys, how do we split this thing? Everyone pays 10.
Yep. Let's do that.
So everyone removes 10 gold.
Go ahead and do that. He does the sending. And what do you guys want him to actually say?
Something
Are you
like,
captured? Are you safe?
yeah, we don't need to. Just, are you captured? Do you know anything that could help us? If you,
I mean,
yeah.
I mean,
do you
if
know
she is
anything that could help
captured,
us?
if she's captured, she's probably gagged. So it's good that the answers can be like very simple that we understand. If she's gagged.
Was mental thing.
It's a mental thing.
Is it mental?
It's you have to be able to speak.
Exactly. But you can hear the voice.
Yeah.
Like she can hear our voice, but she has to speak normally.
So yes or no questions, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you captured? Are you captured? Do you know?
Are you heading to
Are you
Skog?
headed to Skaug?
Yeah. What is the reward for saving?
That's not a yes. That's not a yes.
Oh wow.
Are there more than 15 enemies?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, can we help? Or just something simple.
You say 15 or 50?
1, 5, 15, or 20. I don't know. You guys can decide.
Well, I'd say 15 is good. Are there more than 15 enemies? So, yeah. Are you captured? Are you headed to Skaug? Are there more than 15 enemies?
Okay. Anything else?
I can't think of anything else that would help us, and a simple question.
Omri casts the spell. He takes your gold and using that as a material component, the enchantment is cast. He also takes a copper wire that he wraps around his palm. The components disappear and he speaks your questions and waits. All right. I have received her answer. Her voice was very weak and muffled. I think she said, yes. Then I couldn't understand what she said. And yes. And finally, she was able to say, help.
Well, that could mean anything, so what should we do?
Well, we know that she was captured. We know the information was legit.
Yeah.
And like I said, the way I see it, this changes nothing. They're either headed for Skaug, and we're headed there after the shrine, or they're not headed for Skaug, and then we have no idea where they're headed, so we can't do anything really for now. Either way, I think we stick to the plan.
Skog.
Sorry?
Right. So first do the altar and then do the Skog Isles.
Yeah, I think that plan is still best.
Yeah, but like, what if they are not heading to Skog? Then we don't know where they are going. But for now, we know where they are.
No,
at the moment.
I mean, it's a
they
big
are behind
ocean.
us.
I mean, behind us could mean you do
but
know
it's
about
basically
ocean enough, Rivet, to know that even if we missed them by let's say 10 nautical miles, we wouldn't even see them. They could be like, it's a big ocean.
Yeah, and
even
they probably had like a few ships at least, and we just struggled with one. I wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't want to engage in combat if we don't know for sure certain that how many ships they have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking about like fighting them right away, but
I say that for now we can't do anything other than stick to the plan. And like I said, if they're headed for Skaug, which I don't see any reason why they wouldn't head there. That was their plan as well, to meet us there. So unless they, for some weird reason, changed it altogether, then they're still headed for Skaug. And if they're headed for somewhere else, then honestly, there's nothing we can do.
And Burgul does seem like the arrogant type who does what he says he does, so...
Exactly, and I did ruffle his feathers enough to think that he really does want to. And when he hears about the ship that we just sunk and everything else we have caused, and once we destroy the shrine, he'll be sure to hear about that. I'd say that the likelihood of him headed for Skaug is very high.
Yeah.
did you still have that stone that speaks that you picked up at some point?
I mean, yeah, I do. The
Can
one
you-
that he contacted me through.
Yeah. Can you use it?
I don't remember. Did I figure that out at some point? No idea. Was it a two-way thing, or was it more like, if they contact me, I can...
Make an not athletics, Arcana check. If you're unable to identify the stone.
I think I already identified it back in the day. That's how I got to know what it was.
Every time you don't make the note for yourself what it does, I also can't remember. But
I
That's
think
true.
it was that they needed to contact us, and if the line was open, then we were able to speak, not the other way around.
Yeah, that's kind of what I recall as
But
well.
if you now
But you can do
Well,
it. You can do it, because I
Well.
might remember it wrong.
yeah,
Well, Arcana 30, so...
good. Rivet, were you about to say something?
No, I was just saying that maybe you can try to roll again and improve your score, and Elikas did that.
Way
yeah,
ahead.
whatever my score was, it was probably not that, so...
You are able to figure out as you are sort of like using the stone and investigating it and putting your keen mind into it, you realize that you could actually activate it in a way that you could contact the receiver at the other end.
There you go. Apparently, sometimes I am wrong. But don't get used to it.
Well, I'll remember this. Well, I suppose we can.
You
By
can
the
just try
contact,
to...
we'll see if Burgul is picking up.
Try to antagonize him.
Well, you don't need to tell me to do that.
But be gentle as you can, because they have Mela now.
You want me to antagonize, but gently.
Yes.
So you will have to...
Yes.
It's like a rising up. Seduce him.
That's seducing and antagonizing are... I don't know how I have to tell you this, Fabio, of all people, but they are two very different things.
No. It is the same if you are... Well, no. Maybe we'll just leave this here.
You need to do like a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
Works every time.
Yeah. Just do your thing.
Fine, I'll improvise. But don't blame me if
you can say that... Well, you don't. Yeah, just go ahead.
Well, I mean, all of you can be here. I suppose that they all hear this, so if you want to chime in on the discussion, you're free to do so. Well, I'll attempt to contact.
It is
Ring, ring.
It is probably because of your high Arcana check that you are able to open the connection this way. And you hear, yeah, it's more like a realization in you that the connection is open. You may speak.
Orgul, you there?
There's an answer in common tongue. Is it you who challenged me to come to Skauk?
It is indeed my ugly but somehow charismatic friend.
Well, isn't this just a perfect timing? I was just enjoying my victory from our recent raid to one of the settlements.
Well, funny you should say that. We were just celebrating our victory, destroying a disgusting hobgoblin ship.
Oh, really? And where did this happen?
Well, not too far from Velen. We were just sailing out and happened on a goblin raiding ship, and so they somehow got the stupid idea to engage us, and their captain is floating there without a head, with the remains of his ship and a crew.
Ah, well, that explains it. Ugel was always really stupid. I specifically told him not to waste his resources on anything. Well, stupidity, it sometimes pays a lot.
Oh, indeed it did. Especially for him. I would dare say that he's even more stupid now. So I hear that you made a little trip to Velen after we left. You must have heard that we have left, since you actually had the balls to attack the place.
There's a silence. Yes. Must be the case.
So, I guess my question is, are we still of the same mind of our little meeting?
Well, why the fuck not? I'd be happy to see your faces. Maybe even modify them slightly.
Likewise. Well, I won't say that I would be happy to see your face, but slightly amused at the least. And I suppose you have the old woman there with you.
Oh, yes. She's making our life very delightful with her antics.
Oh, I can imagine.
I have personally found it always a little bit weird how the elven lifeline is so long. Sometimes it even feels a little bit too long.
So I suppose, compared to the life of your kind, it must be so. What do you live to see 30 and then you pass on to the greener pastures? Kind of like rats and rodents and those type of things.
You are very clever. But if you have nothing to say, what we like to do is stop talking.
Well, sure. I just wanted to get the confirmation that our meeting is still taking place. We all look forward to seeing you there. In, 5 days' time?
Oh, yes.
Well, be seeing you then. Be sure to contact me if you want to have a chat. It's always a pleasure.
All right. What happens next?
Well, unless someone wants to say anything else, I guess that's it. And I'll disconnect. Well, there you have it. Just like I said, nothing has changed.
Yeah.
So either we'll be there before them or they'll be there before us. Either way.
Yeah. We have like 1 day. We left 1 day before them. So that's what we have on them. If we go to the altar,
Yeah.
I guess that would be gone, so...
The likelihood is that they'll be there before us. That is
Yeah.
the likely scenario, but that is also the scenario that we were already thinking that.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's good. Now we have like all the relevant information to confirm our decision.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just a thought. If Lola wants to make her useful, why not? I don't know. Maybe the fame has gone up my head, but if we have some sort of influence, and I think that Eligos was quite a good pal with all of the guards and military persons there, that if she could try to rally up the troops and come to Skaug, join the battle, save their leader, we'll be there.
That is a good point. I mean,
Yeah,
even if they could get a single ship we can tell them the exact date that the meeting is going to be taking place.
Doesn't matter if it's 5 or 10 or 2. It's more than we have.
Yeah. It's at least a distraction, because I don't know how I feel about meeting the captain of the entire goblin fleet. I would imagine it's not gonna be easy.
Yeah, I mean, I think our first idea was to trick him and not meet him.
Yeah, it was.
But
it was.
Yeah, but it's still like, I wasn't thinking that we're gonna head to the battle straight on. It's a big island.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
probably our plan still isn't probably gonna land right next to their ship. And
no, of course not. But it's like things have changed. They do have the leader, and I don't know, kind of feel bad if we just leave her there.
Yeah, I mean, like my point was all the time that we're gonna meet the goblin for real and kill him, because we want him dead.
I thought that we're just gonna fuck him.
No.
Yeah, me too.
No, I was actually all the time thinking that we're gonna go there and take care of him.
Oh.
Well, we are gonna need to do some recon before at the Isle once we get there. So, but the first things first is gonna be the altar of Maglubiet, though.
Yeah, and we absolutely should use Lola angle. Get her to rally
Yeah.
the guards. Tell them that their leader is gonna be at Skaug this and this date.
Yeah.
We're gonna be there as well. Would appreciate some help to save your leader.
I think it's a
good-
reasonable thing to ask. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. It's like a, president of the US would be kidnapped and you would have to beg the military to do something.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Latvians would have to beg the US military that could you probably help us to save your president? That be possible?
But make sure that she does contact us if she, does get some backup for us.
Yeah.
Because if we are gonna lay some
of course.
ambush or something, do recon,
Yeah,
we
we
don't
wanna
want to
know.
mess that up. So
It's now her only chance to prove her worth.
yeah, this is a perfect chance for her. Yeah.
If she ever
Okay.
wants to become a Bumblebane,
Yeah.
this is the first step.
Exactly. So do we use the priest services again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also
I'm
have
gonna delete
sending,
10
but I would-
gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone can delete to 10 gold again and ask the priest once more.
All right. What's going
Maybe
to be the
we
message
need-
this time?
Yeah, we need to come up with the actual message. Hmm.
You can also tell me what you want to sort of convey with this message, and let's see.
Well, I think we want to convey, Lola, that we want to start with this is your chance to show that you're a true Bumblebane.
Yeah, prove yourself.
We are heading to save your leader at Island Skaug. In dire request for backup. Get as many men as she can.
To meet us at Skaug in
5.
and the date was
Yeah.
And that is
It was
basically
in
Did
5
we-
days time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
If we-
it doesn't. We can give this date. It was first day of Myrtul.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, did we meet anyone who would have had any influence? Because, I mean, she's a, I don't know, child gnome. Might not be the most influential person in the city to rally up the troops. Did we meet anyone? The old rider, probably not so influential. Eligos met with the mage,
Yeah. What about him?
probably not.
Mages are
Her.
usually quite high standard, at least. Knowledgeable in some cases.
Was she like a big thing or just a hobo in a shed? I can't remember.
Yeah, I didn't get the. She wasn't a court mage, I think. She was just the proprietor of the local mage shop. So basically a glorified shopkeeper who happens to be a mage. So
Yeah.
no idea how influential she would be. We did meet the priest, or I did at least.
True.
We actually we met both the priests, both Lathander's priest and the
Yeah.
that priest that
Chantel.
you worship. Chantel, yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't remember, but yeah, we met both of them.
Yeah.
They probably have some leeway.
I was just thinking that
We did meet the butler, the butler of the
True.
leader herself.
And
So,
yeah, and he took me to the wine cellars. True. Shit.
He
Yeah.
could be one actually. Yeah,
Yeah,
they are
that's
yeah.
trusted people.
Yeah, hell yeah. Smart thinking, Eligos. Already forgot
Thank
that
you.
I met him. Apparently, I've been so drunk all the time that I can't remember anything. All right.
Understandable.
And we would also like to convey the message that contact. Was it Richard, the butler? I have it on my notes, but fuck, I
I
don't
think
have
it
the
was
notes here.
I think it
I
was
think
Richard. I think it was
meet the
Richard.
butler, Richard. Get help.
Or do we send the sending to? I mean, yeah. If we want to use the
I
Lola.
mean, we can send the first
leverage.
Lola, and then if we want to, we can also send a message to Richard. But like, if we start with Lola, if she would like first go to Richard and get help from him, then they can do it together.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if Omri needs a day until he can, I don't know how. I guess you don't. You can send
No,
sending
it's
quite
pretty.
often. Yeah. You could just give him a heads up.
Yeah.
Well,
and tell them.
I mean, he could be
tell-
dead
Mm,
if they
yeah.
raided the palace. He's most likely dead, but
Well,
let's send that to Lola and
Yeah.
put our faith in a little child gnome who's
I'm not
in
even
love
sure
with
if
me
she
or
was.
something like that.
I'm not even sure she was a child. I don't remember
Nah,
that.
I think she was a teenager, right? Or like a young adult.
I don't think you asked her age.
Yeah.
Oh,
thought that
I
she was
just
an
Like
adult.
she was not a child. You would know if she was a child.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not a child, but like a young adult, like a
Yeah,
teenager.
something like
plus.
that.
And tell her to gather the ghosts to join the fight. Like a
Yeah.
Dead After Dan Harrow.
Yeah,
What
Lord
say
of the
you?
Rings, yeah.
Very good. So for Lola first.
Yeah, to Lola first. And to contact us as soon as she has contacted the right people to tell us if we're getting any help.
Right on. Take off 10 gold pieces, each of you, please. And Omri does the sending, and he says that Lola said that she's going to do her best to rally the troops. To meet you guys on the 1st of Myrtle in Skaug.
Right on.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Lola to the rescue.
The journey continues during the day, and even though your ship has taken some damage, and for that reason it has been moving a bit slower today, Maluk would tell you that, probably by tomorrow morning, if nothing goes wrong, you'll be reaching the island with the altar of Maglubiet. Since we're almost out of time here, if there isn't any burning things in your mind that you want to do right now, I suggest that we're going to continue from here next week.
Let's do that.
Aye.
I shall.